Once again, Pakistan finds itself in the international spotlight, and not for the reasons it desires. The so-called protector of Kashmiri rights is now being exposed as the real oppressor of those very people. At the 59th session of the United Nations Human Rights Council in Geneva, a powerful protest led by the United Kashmir People's National Party revealed the gruesome truth of Pakistan's colonial brutality in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. From extrajudicial killings and arbitrary arrests to media blackouts and the suppression of political voices, the protests tore apart Islamabad's holoclaves.
On June 24th, in front of the UN Human Rights Council building in Geneva, members of the United Kashmir People's National Party stood with posters, placards and an unwavering demand: justice for Jarnosh and Gibran Nasim, two Kashmiri brothers murdered in cold blood. Jarnosh and Gibran Nasim were murdered by Pakistani forces in Rawalkot, their only crime resisting injustice. Despite public outcry, no FIR has been registered, no inquiry ordered, no media allowed to report. A state-sponsored cover-up is underway and the world has taken note. The protest called for an independent fact-finding mission and an international judicial commission to investigate this extrajudicial killing, a case which Pakistan has tried to bury under silence and media blackouts.
हमने ये ज़रूरी जाना कि एक ऐसी फैमिली जिसके बच्चों को दिन दिहाड़े जो है वो कत्ल कर दिया गया है और उनके ख़िलाफ़ पाकिस्तान ऑक्युपाइड कश्मीर के किसी भी थाने में कोई FIR रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है, किसी कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ से उनको जो है वो इश्तिहारी नहीं करार दिया गया है। इसके बावजूद पुलिस ने एक झूठी कहानी, और झूठी कहानी ये थी कि जिस वक्त वज़ीर अमूर कश्मीर ने कश्मीरी कौम के लिए एब्यूजिव लैंग्वेज रखी, तो जरनोश जो एक कश्मीरी नौजवान था, स्टूडेंट था, उसने उनके एक जलसा में उनकी तरफ जूता उछाल दिया। तो न सिर्फ उसे बल्कि उसके भाई को भी कत्ल कर दिया। तो ये जुल्म और ज़्यादती जो है हमारे उस एरिया के अंदर ऐसी हो रही है कि जिसके लिए हम समझते हैं कि आवाज़ बुलंद करना ये बहुत ज़रूरी है।
But this isn't a one-off. The killing of Zarnosh and Gibran is part of a larger pattern of state terror orchestrated by Pakistan. In its statement, UKPNP detailed a grim reality: arbitrary detentions, torture, media gag orders, enforced disappearances, and a total collapse of civil liberties in PoJK and POGP. These occupied territories have been turned into open-air prisons where asking for basic rights is treated as sedition and peaceful activism is crushed with brute force. Families of victims are not only denied justice, they are denied the right to even speak.
Unfortunately, Pakistan is not ready to listen to the voice of progressive, secular, human rights defenders, political activists, and this is alarming situation people are facing in Pakistani occupied Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. We have raised that we have no freedom of expression, and during recent crisis between India and Pakistan, extremist forces are roaming freely, and state is not ready to curb on these extremist groups, and they are glorifying this issue, this crisis, and they say that we won this war, and people living on the line of control, they are suffered, their houses are damaged, destroyed, and they are displaced. And we demand Pakistan should reconstruct their houses, give them financial assistance, and their rehabilitation must be done immediately.
Even as Pakistan lectures the world on human rights, it refuses to act against extremists within its borders. Instead, it uses brute force to crush peaceful ethnic movements in PoJK, Gilgit-Baltistan, Balochistan, and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. While the world condemns terror, Islamabad continues to harbor it at the cost of its own people. In both Gilgit-Baltistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, political activists and secular leaders who speak out for their rights are branded traitors, arrested, and tortured. Dozens are jailed under false charges. Their only demand: ownership of local resources and basic human dignity. The UKPNP has urged the UNHRC to immediately send a fact-finding mission to Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. They have demanded a judicial commission with international oversight to investigate the extrajudicial killings of Zarnosh and Gibran. While Islamabad speaks of Kashmiri freedom, it jails Kashmiris who demand it. The time for global silence is over. The truth is out. And it's time the world held Pakistan accountable, not just for what it says, but for what it does.